It's great to see you all here tonight in the air-conditioned environment of Creekside. I know why you're all here. We're glad you're here. We've been having a ton of fun, as always, putting the show together. This is the 2003 version of Fastbreak, a show we took to the British Isles 2 summers ago, although there's some surprises and changes this year that I think you'll enjoy. We leave Thursday morning for the Pacific Northwest, God's country, I think, and excited to be doing 9 shows on the road, 7 shows on the road up there, including some really exciting ones. We're going to be doing a show at the church camp that Carol and Kathy went to when they were high school kids, and this is kind of a return for them to go back to that camp. That's going to be great. We're going to be doing a show at Mason United Methodist Church, which is a church where I grew up and where my father was on the staff for several years, and it's just going to be great. So we're real excited to have you be the very, very first people. What?
And the church we were...
Oh yeah, the church where we were married. Hometown crowd, and you are the very first audiences to see it, and we're just thrilled you're here. In your programs, there's a couple names that didn't get put in, and I need to make sure they get said to you. The program lists the choir that's going on tour with us, but we do have a couple folks who are joining us for the home shows and are not able to go on tour, and they are Sky Wilson and Hillary Reeder, so we're very glad they're joining us. Brand new song is called Listen to Me, and we forgot to list who's singing the solos and stuff on that. It's Shannon O'Neill and Stephen Majora doing the solos, and a backup group of Jake Peebles, Jennifer Neff, and Margie Halloran. So sorry about it. Only 4 people proofread it, so I don't know how that made that. At the end of the show, there's a song that some of you have become somewhat familiar with called Thank You. You know, if you feel like singing along, when the choir joins in, go ahead and sing along. Why not? And then at the end of the show, we will take an offering, which does help with our tour expenses, and we appreciate that. And after the offering, well, kind of during the offering, we would invite all the Starfire alumni to come on forward and sing Starfire with us after the offering. Did I say everything, Carol? Awesome. Well, enjoy.
Hey. Hey. Okay, so, to tell you the truth, I'm not really sure what y'all are waiting for. I mean, if you're expecting some great revelation or some big dramatic thing to happen, I hate to break it to you, but you're going to be sadly disappointed. It's just me. Okay. Just me and my life. And that's all. All right, well, I guess no one bolted for the door. But suit yourselves. I mean, don't say I didn't warn you. It could be pretty dull. Really, it could be any of you up here bearing your life for all to see. I don't see why anyone would find this so fascinating. Really, it could be any of you. I'm just your average American teenager living your average American life. Nothing extraordinary. Everything just completely normal. my friends. My name's Andrea. I just graduated from the King's Academy. I'm 17. I like singing and drama, obviously, and pretty much all the other normal teenage stuff. You'll be happy to know that I'm very involved in my church youth group, which is where we're about to go now. It's not like I'm this super religious person who has it all figured out. Hardly. It's just that church is a place where I can be a little bit more real. It's where some of my best friends are, and you're about to meet them.
John 21, the last of the recorded appearances to the disciples after his resurrection. So, who would like to read this exciting and inspiring passage for us? Anyone? Anyone? Very well then. I'll read it for us. Close your eyes and imagine you're there as I read. Sometime later, Jesus showed himself to his disciples once again by the Sea of Tiberias. This is how it happened. Simon's here was
so boring.
Tell me about it.
Why in the world does she think we would care about this? I mean, it's irrelevant.
Somebody should tell her that.
Well, I'm not going to tell her. I think you should tell her.
I'm not going to tell her. You tell her.
What if she didn't take it the right way?
Well, somebody needs to. This stuff is ridiculous, boring, and irrelevant.
We care just the slightest bit about this.
something more Jesus-y. We're talking about now Jesus. We're talking about like the disciples. I don't know about Jesus and guns in the same sentence, but we can try. How about try a different one? Maybe it's something about casting their nets. That's what the disciples did, right? Yeah. Well, you guys are wonderful and very inspiring and patriotic too. But you get what's going on in the passage, right? You get how important it is and like what's going on, all right? Okay, great. Well, you know what? I'll just read them more. Okay. Wrote it, and we know that his testimony is true. There is much else that Jesus did. If it were all to be recorded in detail, I suppose the world itself could not contain the books that would be written. So, who would like to talk about what this means to you today? Anyone? Great, Matt, thank you. What about you? What does this passage mean to you today?
I think it means we're finally done studying the life of Jesus. And next week we could do something fun. How about a game night?
Or movie night.
Hey, how about we go bowling?
Okay, well, that's a good idea. But first, how do you think or what do you think this passage means to your lives today? You know, it has to mean something. It's the Bible. Come on, guys, we've been talking about this for weeks, how the Bible applies to your lives and how it's still relevant today. Has anyone been listening? Anyone?
Hey, I'm sorry, but have you been listening to us? I mean, this stuff isn't important. It's not what we want to hear.
Well, maybe you're just not listening the right way. If you were, you'd know why it's so important.
Yeah, well, maybe if you were listening the right way, you'd know why it's not.
How can you say that? The Bible's been around for 2,000 years.
Yeah, well,
Plenty.
maybe 2,000 years ago it had some importance, but it's completely lost all of its relevance by now.
Lost its relevance. You obviously haven't even been listening, Stephen.
No, you obviously haven't.
Sometimes it seems like you've got it listening to me. Oh, listen to me. Too much longer. Hey, you know what sounds really good right now? Ice cream! Do you want to go after?
No, man, Graves came out last week.
Didn't do so well, did you?
You didn't hear? It was a crisis of epic proportions. I thought it would make headline news.
My sympathies, really.
Why can't we talk about things like that in the group? How to survive the wrath of parents.
Or using God to get better grades. Hell, that would be a message that would have relevance to my life.
Really? Okay. Anyone else have any other ideas? Hey, how do you think the disciples felt when they saw Jesus there on the beach telling them to cast their nets on the other side? Anyone?
After this, Jesus appeared again to the disciples, this time at the Tiberias Sea. This is how he did it. Simon Peter, Thomas, Nathanael from Cana in Galilee, the brothers Zebedee, and 2 other disciples were together. Simon Peter announced, "I'm going fishing." The rest of them replied, "We're going with you." They went out and got in the boat. They caught nothing that night. When the sun came up, Jesus was standing on the beach, but they did not recognize him. Jesus spoke to them, "Good morning. Did you catch anything for breakfast?" They answered, "No." He said, "Throw the net off the right side of the boat and see what happens." They did what he said. All of a sudden, there were so many fish in it, they weren't strong enough to pull it in. Then, the disciple Jesus loved said to Peter, "It's the Master." When Simon Peter realized it was the Master, he threw on some clothes, for he was stripped for work, and dove into the sea. The other disciples came in by boat, for they weren't far from land, 100 yards or so, pulling along the net full of fish. When they got out of the boat, they saw a fire laid, with fish and bread cooking on it. Jesus said, "Bring some of the fish you've just caught." Simon Peter joined them and pulled the net to shore, 153 big fish. And even with all those fish, the net didn't rip. Jesus said, "Breakfast is ready."
there any other joys and concerns? Yes, Andrea.
Okay, I'm not really sure how to say this, but I had this, I don't know, vision or something while we were talking about the scriptures, and never mind.
No, Andrea, I saw it, or felt it, or whatever, too. Really, it was like the whole thing just kind of came to light, and we were there, or Jesus was here, or something.
Cool, vision's right here in our very own youth group.
Yeah, awesome, Andrea. I mean, what did your vision tell you? Did you get any stock market tips?
How about the answers to the chemistry final?
Yeah, any apparitions, like to the feast of Jesus appear in the refrigerator or something? That'd be cool. We could sell tickets. Knock it off, you guys. It wasn't like that. It was real.
Oh, it was real, spooky.
Yeah, maybe we could get a spot on Unsolved Mysteries. I'm not kidding, it was real. It is real.
Oh, come on, don't start with all this mystical stuff. You know, it's hard enough dealing with the real world.
This is the real world. It happened in the real world.
Yeah, whatever. Just don't try to include me in your little delusion, okay? Until right now I never thought just if I can't, okay. But it's been preached to me in Sunday school since I was just about 2. Jesus loves me, this I know, but I don't need that from you. Real, you know, Jesus is real. Real, let's say, I'll make you a deal.
Make it worse? Are you kidding? We're trying to make it better. We're trying to make it real.
Come on, I mean, are you guys for real?
Yeah, you used to make fun of this stuff more than like anybody else.
Yeah, I become a lifeguard? That's pretty funny.
So while the sun is fish and stuff, tell me, what's the punchline?
There is no punchline. We're just sharing what we saw and what we felt, that it's real. I guess we just discovered that this stuff still happens. Jesus calling to us. That's all.
Oh no, I never thought it would have happened to you. Watch out, guys, we got some Jesus freaks in the house.
Oh, Jesus freak! Just what this group needs is some new fanatics.
No kidding. We've got enough weirdos as it is.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, nothing personal. We just don't need any new wackos.
Yeah, that's for sure. I have enough pressure everywhere else in my life. I don't need it from these guys.
Hey, nobody said anything about pressure. You guys don't get it.
Oh, we get it. Next thing you know, they'll be like handing out tracts. Hello, sir. May I share this important pamphlet with you? It has the 4 spiritual laws. Wait, plus the secret formula for getting into heaven.
No thanks, I gave it the office.
Wait, but sir, this is about your very salvation. You don't want to go to hell, do you?
That all depends. If you won't be there, it might not be that bad.
Oh, that's right. Gather around, my brothers and my sisters. We have seen visions right here in our very own group tonight. Gather around to be healed.
Thanks, but no thanks. Say for someone who cares.
Yeah, nothing personal. I come here to have fun, not hear some of the same title message.
We've all heard it before. That's why we come here, because we don't want to get bashed over the head with it. So give it a rest.
Don't try to save me, I'm not going under. I'm sorry to steal your thunder, but I don't need what you have for sale. Don't try to kill me, I'm not feeling sick. You don't know what makes me tick, here's what makes me ill.
Well, you know that we've all heard this song and danced before. And you like the Jesus and he sings. They shut it down our throats that we can't take it anymore. And say if we reject it, we're the friend.
Don't try to save me, I'm not going under. I'm sorry to steal your thunder, but I don't need what you have for sale. Don't try to kill me, I'm not feeling sick. You don't know what makes me tick, here's what makes me ill.
Well, I've been judged, I've been judged by folks of this kind. They harpen me until I acquiesce. They tell me just to buy it all and not use my mind. No room for questions or to second guess.
Don't try to save me, I'm not going under. I'm sorry to steal your thunder, but I don't need what you have for sale. Don't try to kill me, I'm not feeling sick. You don't know what makes me tick, here's what makes me ill.
They're all a bunch of hypocrites.
I'm a love and necrophiliac.
And anyone who's different
Or cares to offer.
understands through the rigid rules in a present way.
Black and white, but nothing gray.
Well, thanks, but no thanks, we don't need this oppressive faith with this empty creed. With all you've experienced, with those who try to convert to their ways, their rules, their lives, those who cause you such hurt.
There is another way to express the joy we feel, to let the world know that this Jesus thing is real. Real. Oh, you know, Jesus is real. Real. Oh, it's not just something we feel. We're not gonna try to convert you or tell you what you should say. But for us, the Jesus story came alive again today.
Yeah, whatever.
Are you guys gonna come to ice cream or what?
No, I think we're gonna stay here and talk about this. You wanna hang with us?
No, not at all. Ice cream is calling me. I think I'm gonna go answer that call.
Oh yeah, I get the call too, brother.
Okay, take care.
So what does all this mean? Yeah, so we saw this vision or felt this presence or whatever. What are we supposed to do about it?
Well, maybe it doesn't mean anything. So maybe we got caught up in some cosmic thing. But next it will be back to normal, right?
No, come on, you guys, we can't let that happen. Y'all felt it.
Yeah, but what was it?
It was like we were there, part of the story.
Or like Jesus was here, joining us in our group.
Well, what does that mean? You know those guys are right. We don't want to sound like those freaks at school who are trying to save people. That's not what we're about.
Yeah, I'm not going to go around and start preaching and trying to convert people.
No, you're right. That's not what this is about. It's something different.
But what? It's about trying to see Jesus in our lives and in other people's lives, in the situations that we face every day.
Yeah, that sounds great, but how do we do it? I mean, you and I both know that seeing Jesus isn't normal. It's not what people do.
Yeah, it's just not that clear. How are we supposed to recognize him? His own disciples didn't even recognize him at first.
Jesus Club. Only the people who saw the vision can be in it.
I think that's kind of contrary to the whole idea, Ricky. There shouldn't be any restrictions. Anybody can be in the group.
Anybody? What if they don't believe?
So, who are we to tell other people what to believe?
Then what's the point? How's this any different from anything else? This just becomes another social group.
No, not exactly. Together we're going to talk about how we see the presence of Jesus in our lives and how that changes our approach to life.
We don't have to tell each other what to believe, but we can share what we believe. Exactly.
So, what do we call this group?
Well, how about the Jesus Club?
Sounds too cheesy.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Mickey Mouse Club.
Well, how about the Breakfast Club?
I think that's been done.
Then how about Breakfast with Jesus?
Well, that's okay, but some people might be mad when he doesn't show up. Plus, we're doing it at night.
Well then, how about ice cream with Jesus?
I don't think so.
Well, what about Fastbreak?
Fastbreak? You mean like in basketball?
No, like the candy bar.
Like breakfast, only backwards. A fast break. A break in the fast.
Yeah, I like it. Jesus served his disciples breakfast there on the beach. When they finally recognized him, they finally realized what he was talking about. That's kind of like what we're doing.
Yeah, we're breaking the fast of living the old way.
A fast break to a new way of living.
as usual, only we'll try to remember what we've experienced here. We'll approach things with this new insight.
Yeah, that sounds good. So we'll keep coming to youth group, then we'll meet in here for Fastbreak afterwards and see how everything's going.
All right, then I'll see you guys next week. Good luck, everybody. I've been thinking about it a lot this week, and I just don't feel it. I mean, I've been coming here all year, and I doubt any of you guys have even noticed me. I sit by myself, and I leave by myself, and it's just that if Jesus was a part of all this, I think at least he would notice me.
It's one thing to talk about and another thing to do. It's one thing to laugh at someone till they laugh at you. It's one thing to feel secure, surrounded by your friends. It's different when your relationships all feel like dead ends. Where is the love that you preach? Where are the arms that will reach to a hurting world? Where are the hearts that will open up to me? Where is the love that you preach? When you speak so sublimely about God's love for all, then turn your eye blindly to a neighboring threefold. Your words ring quite hollow, your hypocrisy is clear. You only choose to follow the words you want to hear. Where is the love that you preach? Where are the arms that will reach to a hurting world? Where are the hearts that will open up to me? Where is the love that you preach?
I'm sorry. I had no idea you were feeling that way. You always seem so content.
Yeah, I guess we should have bothered to ask, huh?
It's okay.
Well, not really. We should have tried harder. Look, can you stay for a few minutes after the meeting's over? A group of us has committed to trying to see what it means to look for Jesus in our lives.
Yeah, we call it Fastbreak. You should totally join us.
Yeah, hang out with us.
I don't know if I believe in all that stuff.
That's okay, Anne. A lot of us aren't too sure what to believe. We're beginning to see that together, we'll be able to figure it out a lot easier about ourselves.
And we'll help each other look for the presence of God in our lives.
I think you are a first reminder that we need to look harder.
Alright, fine, I'll stay, but I don't think I'll add much.
Sure you will. Just being here at something.
All right, well, that's it for youth group this week. But anyone who wants to stay afterwards for Fast Break is welcome to. And anyone who doesn't, be sure to be here next week. We're going to have a special movie night. We're going to be finding the Christ figure in Finding Nemo.
So, how did this week go for everyone? Did anybody feel any different?
Yeah, it was a little different. I was more aware of what I was doing.
Yeah, I think I was a little nicer to people than normal.
I don't know, you guys. I'm not sure I'm getting it yet. This is more than just what would Jesus do, like we talked about last year. This is about living our lives with Christ as a part of us. I just don't really know what that means.
I'm not too sure either.
Me either. It's not that clear.
Well, maybe the answer's in that scripture passage that started this whole thing. It's about casting your nets on the other side, remember? It's about doing things differently from how we've done them before.
I think it's more than that. I think the second part of that passage is what's important. Once they recognized Jesus, Jesus asked Peter 3 times whether Peter loves him. I think it's about living lives that reflect our love for God through our actions.
Well, I think both parts are important. It's important that we recognize Jesus, and once we do, it's important to put his love into action.
We need to be willing to live lives that show our love, not just talk about it.
In every day,
See, the thing is, we felt something here last week, and we're still trying to figure out what it means. Let's just make a promise to each other that we won't forget, and we'll live our lives according to the possibility that Jesus is present, and he wants us to show our love by feeding his sheep, and see where that takes us. Good enough?
Yeah, but if we do forget, we can remind each other. Let's keep it with us.
So, how did this week go for everyone?
I had a terrible week. My family just can't get along. I try and see Jesus in it all, but it's tough.
No, you're not going, and that's final. I told you if you violated curfew one more time, privileges would be revoked. It was your choice.
My choice? Give me a break. I told you Michelle had dropped 2 other people off first. I didn't have a choice. And besides, I was only 10 minutes late.
Don't give me that. You knew exactly what time to be home, and you should have planned accordingly.
Well, I am so sorry I couldn't predict the future and anticipate how many people she had to bring home.
Don't use that tone of voice with me, young lady. It's about priorities. And if you can't show enough common sense to come home when you're supposed to, then there are consequences. And you knew exactly the consequences when you decided to come home late.
But Mom, everybody's going on the ski trip. It's important.
Important? I think you have a pretty confused idea of what important is. The answer is no. Daddy?
Well, why don't we try working out a deal? You can come home right away after school this week and work extra hard.
Oh,
and then...
that's just great. Here comes the superhero on his white horse to save the day once again.
Knock it off, Sarah. I'm just trying to make some room to compromise.
Room to compromise. Try being here once in a while to deal with this.
Oh, great. Here we go again. If I had a nickel for every time I heard this song and dance.
And if I had a nickel every time you came waltzing in to play the hero and then leave me to clean up the
Oh, I'm
pieces.
so sorry that I'm making a living.
And I don't work. Someone has to be here for the family.
And I'm not.
Will you just stop it? All this family ever does is fight.
Stay out
Oh,
of
don't take it out of her, Sarah.
Oh,
You
really?
need help.
Jesus!
You know, my week wasn't too great either. It all seemed so clear when we were talking about seeing Jesus in our lives and in other people. But then I went back to school. Hey, Nikki, how's it going? Terrible. I think I completely bombed the chemistry test today, and I already have a C- as is. I just don't get it. You know, it's not the end of the world. It's only chemistry. Yeah, but it's not just chemistry. My grade in math is slipping, and my parents say I need to get a tutor. You know, that's not so bad either. I